You see the cowboy hat on, you know what time it is. It is Just Blane's Trailer Park. Stick around and you will hear some trailers for your new favorite podcast, your new favorite listen. This is Parallel Frequencies, and this is the Just Blaine Takeover version, Trailer Park. We do this on Thursdays. I'm Just Blaine. Coco is still with us on Trailer Park Thursdays, and the freaks are too. Now, I know this is one of them things that's like way out of the ballpark compared to what we normally talk about, but this is my baby, okay? It may spin off into its own show one day, Coco. Who knows?
Yeah, it could.
Coco.
Very good.
You had Mom's Day yesterday. Tell us what happened.
Yeah, Mom's Day off it has become my new yearly tradition. I actually, up until the night before, I was just going to go by myself, which I've done in years past. There's been years where I'm just like, nobody else can make it. It is what it is, but I take myself out for the day. It's kind of like Ferris Bueller's day off. So I hope to look for a parade downtown Salt Lake. Maybe I can just hop on a float and do a little dance. Gets a little wild and crazy, but I had some moms just message me right night before, was like, "Are you still going? I think I have the day off. I have nothing planned tomorrow. I can come." So we ended up with a couple of us, and we went and found Ted Bundy's house.
Whoa! Tell us about that. What happened there?
Apparently, so this is one of the moms that had come with me last year, and she was like, "Do you know last year we walked right past Ted Bundy's apartment it's in a house that's on the street of the cafe that we like to go to?" And I was like, "Really? Oh, we got to find it again." Well, it turns out we didn't walk past it last year. We had to go further. So this year we stopped at the cafe, had our little baklava and moon milk and all that. And then we were like, let's go find his house. So we had to hike up the hill, by the governor's mansion up there, and then take a picture.
That's wild.
I know.
What is moon milk? What the hell is that?
Yeah, well, it's a little Turkish coffee house. And I don't know if moon milk is a Turkish thing, or it's not coffee, but you can add coffee to it. Some of the flavors have. I got the chocolate rose with a shot of coffee. So it's cocoa and rose and coffee, and it's all frothy. It's really good.
I would have thought moon milk would have been something else, maybe like a alcoholic beverage or something, because sounds witchy though.
It's very witchy, but this place is very witchy. I mean, that's maybe why I like going there every year. I like going there. They have tarot readers that, rent out space in the upstairs bedrooms. It's an old Victorian, one of those old mini mansions from the 1800s up there in Salt Lake. And it's this 4-level house that's turned into a coffee shop. So we love to hike up all the floors and go to the attic, and there's chairs and tables up there, and we can eat our treat, drink our moon milk. It's a great time. We had fun.
Well, while you're out there, having a good time and still floating, I gotta say I'm a little bit sad. I'm a little bit sad. My favorite video game, Destiny 2, from Bungie, they put out a thing today that said, that's it, 12 years. We're cutting it. Live services will still be up, but we're going to move on to other stuff. And I knew it was going to come one day, but it hit kind of hard because that's 12 years.
Yeah.
I haven't played in the last year, but still, there is so many people like me who met real people that they still connect with now. And we built families out of these people. We had babies. I remember playing with people, and their baby would be crying in the background. The babies are 10, 11 now, literally. That's crazy to me. So, yeah, but that hit me kind of hard.
Nobody wanted to take on the mantle and be like, oh, you guys want to move on to other projects, but here's a group of people that want to take this over. It surprises me these days that there is just stuff that ends. Just ends.
Same here.
Yeah.
Same here. Trailer Park Thursday will never end. It'll never die. So let's go ahead and get to our first trailer of the day, because I'm excited about this, okay?
Next Chapter Podcasts.
Oh boy, what a day. Let's see what's on.
I hate my parents, and we live in a crap have to talk about these house rules. Okay, they stink.
Man by nature is just a naked ape chain-smoking salmon.
Coming this spring, there's a new kind of show hitting the air that's going to change the shape of TGIF as you know it. Bye-bye, Boy Meets World. See you later, Step by Step. It's time you meet a family that's unlike any you've ever met before.
Dad, Carson sprayed Febreze up his butthole again.
Whoa! Holly Brown might seem like your average 17-year-old, but growing up in the San Fernando Valley with a mom, dad, and siblings like hers means things don't always go as planned.
Hey, Mom, I hope you don't mind, but I traded my BMX bike for a bunch of baby alligators.
Alligators need an aquatic environment, Carson. Try the bathtub.
And just when things feel like they can't get any crazier, life always finds a way.
Okay, so bad news is my cancer is not responding to the treatment.
Good news, I can fit into my old pants again.
Oh,
All right. This show seems really good.
On Everybody Knows But Me, the Brown family doesn't just deal with pimples on prom night and pranks gone wrong. Hiding behind that white picket fence is a whole lot more than Home Improvement ever had the guts to handle in a half hour of primetime TV.
The level of truth and sadness in our lives, I think, sometimes makes people really uncomfortable.
What happens when family secrets get uncovered? How much do we really know about the people we love?
When Dad was really bad, we did have Mom.
Yeah.
But like the worst periods that we don't want to remember, we had no one.
Everybody Knows But Me is a darkly funny, true story that explores life-changing secrets, mental illness, death, grief, and the stories we tell ourselves to survive. Coming this spring from Companion Arts and Next Chapter Podcasts. Right after the sugar-free Surge energy drink Jinko Jeans AOL free trial comedy hour.
Coco? That one's talking to me right there.
I bet. We've been covering a lot of sitcoms, especially old, the TJF 90s sitcoms this year. So I imagine that really perked some ears up.
Yeah, I bet the freaks out there are like, wait a minute. Yeah, because I was. That. I mean, they said it at the end. They said Jinko. Can you picture me rocking Jinkos? Because I sure as hell did.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're back anyway, so
They should be. They should have never went away. They should have never went away. But that podcast right there, Everybody Knows But Me, that's a hit. That's a bona fide hit right there. I will put that. I'm going to save that one. I want to hear that one.
Yeah, we've had such good ones here on Trailer Park Thursday. There's been several that have become my favorite shows. But we've covered a lot of sitcoms where we've talked about how relatable some of the topics were, or how they weren't afraid to touch on subjects that were, kind of controversial. But they always did it in such a sitcom safe way. This feels like a different vibe. It feels like it pulled from that and then said, no, but what if it actually was real? What if it really is?
Yeah, I mean,
vulnerable.
They got out of the sitcom real quick there when they said something about spraying something up somebody's butthole. I was like, well, Corey and Topanga never did anything like that.
No.
Yeah, that's pretty wild. I like that one, though. Once again, Everybody Knows But Me. Check the links in the comments there or the show notes. We'll put it in there. Let's get to this next one.
Okay, we on? Level?
Hello.
Well, it's not a sex line.
Then I don't think I know what the show is.
It's a podcast called Bad Chat with you and me. And look, I'm not going to sit here and beg people to like and subscribe so that they get the new episode when it drops. I hate saying drops on a Thursday.
My feeling is we shouldn't tell them. We should show them. I don't really know what I mean by that. But then I hope they would cut and then it would go into us.
It's a club. It's a hub. It's a space for the dreamers.
Oh, no, don't do that.
The schemers.
No.
The believers.
This is not a bank advert 10 years ago.
This one goes out to the walkers and the talkers and the late night.
Stalkers.
No, maybe not that one.
You come to me, asking me to listen to your podcast.
Godfather.
I can't do any specific impressions of famous people, but I can do a good impression of a cross-form tutor. Year 9. That's not how we behave, is it? Year 11s are in there, and they've got their exams next week.
Now, I love that. I guess I'm just thinking, how does it make people listen to this? If you don't listen, I will kill your family.
I think that's too much.
Do you think?
Yes, softer. Try again.
Okay.
Softer.
If you don't listen, I'll kill your family.
No, you can't just do it with a smile.
Oh.
Bad chat, 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 bad chat. Just sounds like badger. It doesn't matter.
Okay.
Because actually, when people say, "Oh my God, what's the new podcast all about?" Just go, "It's not even f***ing business." Come back if you want to, and if you don't, see if we care.
I care. It's on Thursdays. Thanks.
Subscribe now.
What? I love that we just listened to this, and I don't have any idea what this podcast is about.
No, but
And
it
it
doesn't
says-
automatically want you to listen because you're like, I would hang out with these people.
Yeah, and even in the notes for it, it says, "What's it all about? None of your business. Rude to ask."
I love that. Yeah.
Coco, should we take from Alice here, from Alice and Greg on Bad Chat, should we take her philosophy there of, "I'll kill your family if you don't listen"?
You know what I'm getting? I'm getting the opposite of desperation, whatever that is, because I relate to Alice saying we don't want to ask people to like and subscribe and follow. I'm one of those who's like, shouldn't they already know if they want to?
Yeah.
I don't want to beg people to follow us. Just do it. Just do it because you want to.
Just follow. Let's go ahead and get to the last trailer for the day. And the title alone's got me intrigued, and I'm ready to go off. So let's go.
Every single complex society that has ever existed in the history of the world so far has collapsed. Do we think we're different?
I've been keeping a list of things that could end the world, from practical,
climate change, pandemics, nuclear weapons,
the galactic,
Stuff still hits planets.
and others.
If you could engineer a mosquito so it can't spread disease, you could engineer a mosquito so it always spreads disease.
The list has 141 entries.
I don't like where this is headed.
Are we doomed? I'm Ben Bradford, and this is Are We Doomed?, the new podcast about the end of the world.
I am very worried about my son's brain turning to goo.
What would surviving nuclear war actually look like? Why are we so bad at climate change? Each week, this show evaluates an existential threat, from pressing
It's a bit odd that one single human being can decide to entirely destroy the United States through nuclear war.
to the outlandish.
mini hippos.
Mini hippos.
Yes.
They're like the meanest animal. We're looking back at history, examining science, talking to experts. And what happened?
Boom.
Always asking the important questions along the way.
Why is the Earth doing this to us?
It had a violent birth.
Picturing kind of like a mosquito Jurassic Park. Maybe that's not right.
No, that is pretty much right.
If we can sort out the threats we actually face, we also might figure out what to do.
I know it sometimes doesn't seem like it, but people are smart.
I will say, I've already been surprised at the level of hope I'm finding in the darkness.
None of this is inevitable. If we manage to avoid the collapse of this civilization, the future's looking good.
Are We Doomed? The new podcast about the end of the world and maybe how to stop it. Distributed by the NPR network.
That guy said it. I love how that was the end of the sentence for people are smart. Like, I swear, I think that got me. Now, listen, are we doomed?
Uh-huh.
We're always doomed.
Yep.
We were doomed generations ago, and we're heading towards our doom tomorrow. The same thing. I just watched this incredible documentary, and you got to go see this thing on Peacock called The AI Doc. Very much in line with what they're talking about here. AI is the end of the world, but AI is the greatest thing in the world. So it's back and forth on which way you want to feel. So I would highly recommend going and watching it. It'll open your eyes up. And they mentioned a bunch of stuff in there. They mentioned the climate change and stuff. They're building data centers everywhere. What's that going to do to the climate? Why are we not starting with the climate change? They even go over that in the AI doc. All of this stuff. Go watch that documentary. It will change the way you're thinking right now. It's sure the end of the world's coming.
Or happened, and we're already in the aftermath of it.
Yeah, but it's always coming, So, yeah. But what did you think about this podcast? This right here, are we doomed? I love it.
Yeah, it's a question I ask myself all the time when listening to the news and what we're supposed to be protesting next and what is supposed to be, what's the next thing coming up around the bend that we need to know or research or find information. You have to have a full-time job just in figuring out what is the next thing that's out to kill us. And am I safe where I'm at, or should I start thinking about where is a safe place for me to move my family so that whatever it is isn't going to kill us?
Absolutely. They go over that in the AI doc. It's a mind-shifting watch. And the fact that, you said it, and I've said this before to people that I talk, I dig it. I dig the AI, and I've worked with it. And I might know a little more than most. I'm a little deeper than going to ChatGPT and asking it a question. So I know that this stuff is coming. It's already here. And the fact that you said that everything's coming at you so fast, guess what? This is just the tip of the iceberg. Like, we ain't seen nothing yet. You ain't seen shit of what's going to happen and what's about to happen. It's going to be insane. I've been preaching this. This is one thing I will preach. Get ready. It's going to change everything. It's going to change everything.
Yep. And I'm glad there's always going to be a debate. I'm glad that there are humans debating both sides of what are we doing to the environment? That's a perfectly valid question. Also, what are the brightest minds of our generation doing? And what resources are we putting behind solving these problems rather than stupid stuff like how do we make sure men can get an erection?
Exactly.
Exactly. Like, what are we wasting our resources on solving problems that aren't actually even problems, but just because we can? Why not put those greatest minds and innovation towards things like how do we use AI that doesn't harm the environment or whatever? I believe it's possible.
It's there. It's there. I would talk right now probably hours about this documentary, but I better not. You got to go see it. Peacock. The AI doc just came out. But that's going to wrap this thing up for Trailer Park Thursday. If they need another brightest mind or two, they could come to us. Because we'll come in there and I don't know. I don't know if I'm the brightest.
I was going to say, I'm like, I don't know how valuable I'd be in certain circles, but I think in speaking and advocating for humanity, I'm great in that department. Like, get me in those rooms.
Just know that AI is not going anywhere, and you're not going to shut it off. There's no such thing as shutting it down. So when people say that, they're already too far behind. That's going to wrap this thing up, though. I am just Blane. I am real. We're not AI yet. That's coming probably too. We might put out a couple of AI shows. We'll let people know, though. That's the difference. That's the big difference. We'll tell people that. You know what? This was digitally created.
I like being honest. Yeah.
She is real Coco, and you are the real freaks. This is Parallel Frequencies. We will see you on the other side.